There are roughly 94 fires burning today in North Carolina, spanning more than 450 acres. We're watching one closely in Cumberland County. In the last half hour, we learned this fire is 60% contained. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Chris Lovingood.
And I'm Lena Tillett. The fire reportedly started about this time yesterday afternoon. Sky 5 flew over the area off of Dudley Road near the Bladen County line. WRAL Fayetteville reporter Gilbert Bays talked with family members who had to be evacuated, and they feared they were about to lose everything.
So this is the deal right now. This is part of the 100+ acres off Dudley Road that burned yesterday. And you can see that the wind is still whipping up some of the fire there. This is what they're doing. They're cutting fire lines like this to protect homes like that. Smoke and flames covered a large wooded area yesterday off Dudley Road. The fire was reported around 4 o'clock. Vicki Malden and her family were told to evacuate.
When we came in last night, everything was still on fire. The trees were still going, flames with the wind, the embers were still going to the house. So we grabbed a couple of things, like 5 minutes, and then left.
So she grabbed her cell phone and watched the fire approaching her home on a security camera.
I watched everything until 2 o'clock this morning live. Watched the fire trucks come in, the firemen spray my house, the firemen knock on our door to make sure it was clear. What's going through your head as you're watching that in real time on your ring? What we were going to come back to.
And there was a lot to watch. Flames shooting through trees and along the ground. Smoke everywhere. Kathy Custer is counting her blessings. She, her husband, and 10 dogs got out. Her chickens stayed behind, but the fire spared their home.
By the hand of God, my property, when the fire came this way, it totally skipped my property. And when it went back, it didn't touch my property.
But we're behind in our rainfall.
Richard Bradshaw is the fire chief in Vander. He took us back to show us some of the hot spots. He says fire crews worked to save 4 homes that were surrounded by flames, including this one with a nearby propane tank that could have exploded.
The tank had impingement on it, but the crews were able to cool the tank and keep the fire away and then extinguish the fire around the tank.
And while firefighters keep their eyes out for hotspots, our team of WRAL meteorologists have their eyes to the sky, looking for improving conditions.
We still have breezy conditions, cooler temperatures, but the fire danger is still high today because of the dry conditions and the breeze that we're seeing. The breeze should die down this evening, but once again today you're asked not to do any outdoor burning.
So you can see the wind continues to whip up some of the flames in areas that have already burned, and firefighters are hoping that conditions improve so this fire doesn't spread anymore. In Cumberland County, Gilbert Bays, WRAL News.
Can't imagine watching the flames from the camera all around your home. The North Carolina Forest Service and local fire investigators are still trying to determine how the flames began in the first place.